that's where they probably should focus right now, because let's be honest, AI is going to just keep growing and growing and growing. It is not where it's going to be in 5 years. It's not even where it's going to be in 6 months.
The growth, EBITDA, is impacted in a positive way when someone is your partner.
Security is so important to everyone now. And if you're not actually delivering what you're selling and it's a security product, that's a problem.
Yeah. Tara, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
I am excited as well. I'm super excited to have this conversation with you. Whenever I see you at the conference, your energy is so amazing. And I think it's a choice normally, but not too many people can kind of really, share that energy with other people. And you're one of them. And I'm like, that's so inspirational.
Well, thanks. I'm having a lot of fun, in all honesty. I love what I do and I love the company I work for. And I think it just kind of comes out. I don't know how to stop it, actually, at that point. I met some people at the airport the other day and they were like, oh, why are you traveling for work? And I just unloaded on them for 5 minutes about how great ImmyBot was. I'm like, wow, I should reel it in a little bit.
Yeah. And that's the blessing, right? So many people, they work, but they work because they have to work. And when your work becomes joy and, you feel that energy, you share that energy with the world. I mean, you got to be very lucky and blessed to be in a position where you're enjoying your work, you're enjoying what you're doing, you're enjoying what you're doing it with. And it just all comes together and people can feel it. And that's what I feel when I meet you. I'm like, seems like she is in her unique ability zone when it comes to her work. And she enjoys what she does, and it's energy building for her. And so it's a beautiful thing. Now, my first question to you is, from your perspective, what helps MSPs build real lasting relationships? Not just one-time handshakes at conferences, because that's one thing I think you have so unique about yourself. You're very relationship focused. You're very authentic when it comes to conversations, authentic conversations, relationships. So talk to me a little bit about that.
So even when I was running the MSP, some people don't know we have an MSP that we still run. But even when I was doing that and now moving to ImmyBot, I think there's this genuine curiosity everyone on our team has. And it can be, the boys, their focus is automation. How do we make things better? And for me, my focus is always people. And so I'm very curious of how people are the way they are, why they do the things they do. And my goal has always been to help somebody. And I think that's something that's universal across both of our teams, right, at the MSP and at ImmyBot. And I think that's how you continue those conversations. I have people after these events that just contact me out of band and are like, hey, will you talk to me about actually, I'm having this conversation tomorrow with somebody. Will you talk to me about your path and how you chose to go this direction when the next step for you at the MSP was CEO? Like, why did you divert? And it's having that genuine just want to help others and genuine attention to what they're doing and wanting to just make their lives better, I think. At the end of the day, people aren't a number on our P&L. We've never run after money. And that's something that we've been very blunt and honest about. We don't have a sales team. So we're very much community-led growth. And we're very much how can we help you be more efficient? And I think that's what it is at the end of the day, is that genuine just need to make somebody's life better.
Genuine care, genuine intent to show up to give. And I see that, I feel it, that you are a true go-giver, you're a community builder. I know that is probably the best way to go about building your business. When you build your business through community and you build that community by building relationships, and you build relationships by showing up to give.
The value it's there because then you also it's a happy accident that you get champions in the community, right? People at other vendors talk about ImmyBot and I'm just like, what? That's not something you hear that often, but we're just trying to do a little good, I suppose, at the end of the day.
Yeah, being helpful, being useful, that is the best strategy to live a kind of fulfilled life where you're making an impact. And our value creation happens as a byproduct of us being helpful, useful to others, adding value to others means that you will be taken care of. I think I truly, truly believe in that. I think where I am today is because, this universe have taken good care of me, but that's a byproduct. Just like you, I don't run after money. And I'm like, money will follow when you earn relationships, then earning money is easier. That's a byproduct. Yeah.
I would completely agree. I mean, and at the end of the day, like, we're just pretty happy doing what we do. And, the two guys that I work for, Brett and Darren, you've known them for years. They're very much of the same mentality. It's like, if we can, make enough money to sustain ourselves, like, cool. We never want to work for somebody else at that point, right? We just want to keep doing good and do things kind of our own way, I would say.
Yes.
And not follow a playbook somebody else has handed us. So.
My next question is that at Build 2025, we're bringing America's top MSPs. So we have 550 leaders and a lot of really growth mindset, growth companies are coming. From your lens, what trends or shifts do you think MSPs must lean into this year to stand out, build their brand, and grow stronger through community? MSP is kind of a village. So what are your thoughts there?
It is very much a village. And I think, if we're going to say, how should MSPs lean into it? The obvious answer is going to be AI. But I'm going to pull back on that a little bit because what I'm noticing, and I work for an automation company, right? We are not AI. I could probably give it a whole series of webinars on how AI and automation are not the same thing. I've gotten in disagreements about it. But what I'm noticing is that people don't have these basic things already done. And then they're like, let's implement AI. And I'm like, okay, wait, your house isn't ready for that. Like, the foundation isn't there. They want to bypass sometimes the building. And I would say that's where they probably should focus right now, because let's be honest, AI is going to just keep growing and growing and growing. It is not where it's going to be in 5 years. It's not even where it's going to be in 6 months.
Yeah.
So make sure you have everything in order on that front end. And if you want to grow from a community standpoint, that's just meeting people where they are, right? We meet people at conferences. We meet people at potential lunch and learns. We do all these things to get where people are and get in front of them, MSP specifically for us. But if you're an MSP and you're looking to grow within your own community, find where you can go and just talk to a chamber of commerce. Find where these people are that you want to get involved with and you want to make things better, right? Every community has it. Baton Rouge has a really good one. So I think that's so important.
Yeah, 100%. I call it more like a hero target, that if you have a solution and you can be a hero to someone, who you want to be hero to, and where are those people? They come together, break bread together. There's always that community, like almost in every vertical, every niche.
Yep.
People come together to share their thinking, their insights, just like MSP community. But MSP community, I think they have taken, some of the peer groups have done a great job bringing people together, and think this is where it's like a little bit more stronger village. But there is always a village for MSPs from their customers' point of view. Now, one question I want to ask you is that what problem are you solving for this village? And we want to learn a little bit more about the solution that you have for this village.
So ImmyBot, we have an MSP we've run for 20 years, Immense Networks. It's Immense Robot shortened to Immy. But basically what we did is I'm not going to name the specific RMM. I'm not going to call anyone out, but it was a great product 12 years ago. The issue was it's the exact same product it was 12 years ago. And so having such high-level people in our company, the two owners are incredibly technical. Our team is incredibly technical. We even send our dispatcher to PowerShell training. Like, this is just who we are as people. We were so frustrated having to manually maintain all of these things. And then talking to our peer group, they were all like, what are you guys doing? How are you getting these things done so quickly? Like, we took internal workstation deployments from about 3 hours, just going back and forth and checking that things were on there, checking that our RMM was doing what it was supposed to, and having to configure software. Configurations, if you don't do that, software is a waste, right? So at that point, we're swapping scripts, we're doing all these different things. Darren and Brett are going to different conferences for automation, and they're like, everyone's doing the same stuff over and over. So we built a product to basically automate it. I have debated with Darren on this. I do think you need to have a process written on the front end. And what we do is we basically take that process for new workstation deployments and we automate what's there and we make it better moving forward. So you can build out groupings and things in Microsoft. I think they're called teams now. I don't know. They used to be called groups, maybe not. But basically, if you get a new engineer for a company, they automatically get all the software because you have it all built out on the front end. And then we help maintain all of that stuff as well because we have back-end calls out to all these pieces of software. Like I said, the AI thing, you need to have something set up on the front end. We're not looking to replace people. We're looking to enhance what they can do already.
Yeah.
So I don't want to see it as like we hear that a lot. Oh, you're trying to take my job. No, I'm trying to free you up to do things better with your time, in all honesty.
Yeah,
That's all I'm trying to do.
Yeah. And that's where the mindset shift will happen, needs to happen. Because, from automation, AI, what it's really doing is that helping you move from low payoff activities to high payoff activities. It's just your activity impact will change as a human being. And if you leverage these solutions, then it's taking your job away. It's more of making you more impactful, helping you give time freedom, and you can take that time freedom to really do what only human beings can do, high payoff activities that you can do. So outsource boring work and go after meaningful work, more impactful work.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all worked at an MSP, right? There's always a fire. There's always something that a human needs to touch. And I mean, maybe eventually there won't be. Hopefully, that'd be cool. I'm trying to automate my way out of every job. So I just get to come and hang out with you people at conferences and say hi and talk. But it's really, we're just trying to help people free up their time because we all have the same 24 hours a day and it's not enough, in all honesty, for most of us.
100%. And repeatable work, boring work, you can just outsource and then, focus on your unique ability work, which is more giving you energy. Just like if you want to be happy like Tara, that's what you want to do. You want to do energy building activities, right? Not boring work, not repeatable work. And so I know that I was talking to Tim and they have a great partnership with you and you have that integration with Halo. So can you tell us a little bit more? Because a lot of our partners, they are coming to the show as Halo customers. So if someone is listening to us, what they need to know about your integration there?
So you can actually use the entire ImmyBot, the platform within Halo. We've built, a pod that sits in Halo. So to work those tickets, if somebody needs like an ad hoc deployment or anything like that, you don't even have to leave. You just click over a different tab. And from there, we also can read the agreements in Halo, which is a really interesting thing. We had to get them to do some things for us to make this work correctly. But basically what happens is, say you upsell something, and we used to we still upsell it in our MSP, Blackpoint or a threat locker. And people would forget because we're humans and things happen in MSPs, but we would sell it on, the sales side of the MSP, and the techs would forget to push it for like a month or two. And it wasn't that there wasn't a ticket. It wasn't that there wasn't a process. It was more like, hey, we had 7 fires in between here, but you're liable for that, right? Like if something were to happen in that month or two, that's now on you because you don't have the correct software on there. So what we did is I asked Darren, I was like, can we just bypass the people part of this? And he's like, absolutely. So if you put it in your agreement, ImmyBot can go read your agreement and auto push it. So it's there the next time your maintenance runs. And if your maintenance schedules are set up correctly, it should be at least once a week. So that really took out that, that's a scary time, right? Like security is so important to everyone now. And if you're not actually delivering what you're selling and it's a security product, that's a problem.
Yeah. Huge problem. It's
huge problem.
Yeah, huge problem. Because it can shut down your doors because, it's a huge
100%.
liability. Yeah. And what I'm hearing you say is that, so from this partnership, using your solution within Halo, I'm able to what I was hearing was revenue leak. So sometimes updating agreement, We don't do it. We don't do a lot of things that we're supposed to do when there's a change, there's an addition, there is a removal. So it can prevent revenue leak because then I'm capturing all the changes and I'm making it a little bit more systemized and more systems run rather than human errors, right?
100%. And then you have to think about it from the holistic aspect, I would say.
Yeah.
Like your tech is like, well, I forgot to push it. That's not that big of a deal. Well, now your accounting department has to go credit 2 months. And then they have to have your account management department has to go have an awkward conversation of why this thing didn't happen. And it makes the trust kind of dissolve if that happens repeatedly, right?
Yeah. And reputation is only, you get only once. And even though it's an honest mistake, but then there are a lot of overall challenges that customer will start looking at that, okay, do they have proper processes? Do they have mature operations, right? So can I count on this partner? Can I rely on this partner? If they're doing billing mistakes, they're doing a lot of other mistakes because they don't have the internal processes and systems. So it is a trust issue. It's overall a reliability issue. And then another piece is that when we are able to save a lot of time for technology professionals, that goes to your EBITDA, right? So the growth EBITDA is impacted in a positive way when someone is your partner.
Yep, 100%. We actually had somebody, they posted the other day. I was really excited to hear this. They've recently rolled out ImmyBot, and just on new workstation deployments, they said since they've rolled it out, they've had a 20% reduction in rolling out new workstations. If you think about that, your most expensive part of your P&L is typically you're going to be your labor
cost. Yeah.
So if you can get a 20% reduction on those costs, like, are you kidding me?
Yes.
That's like straight to your bottom line. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And of course, Darren's first response was, "Oh, he's got to pump those numbers. We can get that. We can get that to 40%. We can get that to." I was like, "All right, well, this is a start, right?"
Yeah. Yeah. The way I'm thinking it is that savings, and then the time that you free up for some like senior techs, then you can have them do more VCIO, have them more like really helping the customer with more strategy thinking, a little bit more roadmap building. And that what that means, it means that you're taking a thought leadership role with your customer. You have the resources to take that thought leadership and more revenue comes. So on one side, you are doing a lot of labor cost efficiency by doing more, smarter way. And then you're saving those resources to deploy for more revenue, where now your people are happy that they're doing more thought leadership work, more strategic work, rather than repeatable and boring work. And so labor cost savings. And then people are happier because they're doing high payoff activities and more energy building activities, if that's the right alignment for them. And then as a result, customer is happy that they are seeing more value from the MSP because now MSP is not only a firefighter, they're also strategist. How you build a building where you can prevent fire. How can, so MSP as a trusted technology solution partner to that small business is coming across as a thought leader, as a strategic partner, rather than just a technical partner.
You're taking it, because there's a lot of MSPs that run as almost a break-fix shop. Yeah. And so you're taking it from those conversations to truly business conversations and finding out how you can help them, right?
Yes.
Do better, be better, make more money, whatever.
Yes. And if people want to, they can't wait to see you at the conference at Build It Live on August 4th. Where can people find you, Tucker?
I am very active on LinkedIn, for better or worse. When people say that I'm all over their LinkedIn, usually I say I'm sorry. I'm under Tara Rummer Ashley. I'm at a lot of conferences. I see Sunny all the time. It's great. I'm kind of hard to miss. I wear sequin hats and I actually have sequin shoes on today. There's always some sort of sequin on me. But yeah, and usually I'm under the ImmyBot neon light at a conference. We have one that sits on top of our booth. So I'm a little bit everywhere.
So people can find you on LinkedIn. And what's your website address? We'll drop it in the video as well.
Oh, yeah, it's just IMMY.bot, Immy.bot. Okay. Really simple. We were on that waiting list for a .bot for a very long time.
Simple, easy, memorable, easy to remember. Yeah, so I look forward to seeing you on August 4th. And thank you so much for your partnership, your collaboration. And we look forward to seeing you in New York City, Hyatt on the Hudson on August 4th, 5th, 6th. And our friends from Halo, they're going to be there as well. And it will be so much fun, so much learning, community building, and we will have a fun time. So thank you for coming to my show today.
Absolutely. I can't wait. See you soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you for watching Sunny's Silver Linings. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.